Hey guys and girls, welcome to my week 10 guitar learning update. Show you the progress after 10 weeks. I've had a very busy week this week, but I've still managed to squeeze in my minimum 1 hour per day of practice. Today has also been very busy, so I'm having to sort of squeeze this in. So I have now amassed around 59 hours of total practice time, so that is where I'm at right now. I've not changed too much with what I was doing compared to sort of 2 weeks ago with my 2-month update. I've not wanted to rush and get more chords involved, notably the G chord, which is what I will be learning now next week. I'm sort of fairly happy with where I'm at with the C chord, still working on changes to the D, now I'm working with changes to the C. Of course I'm not perfect, it's going to be a long time before we get anywhere near that, but I am a little more comfortable certainly than I was 2 weeks ago, so I'm happy to introduce the G next week and start working with that. Whether I'll work with songs that include the G or maybe wait a week and just use the G in exercises and practice switching between them first, I'll figure it out. So for now, let's just dive in, and I'm doing the same riffs. I'm doing the same 3 riffs as I was doing before, so I'll just quickly run through them, and then I've got a comparison right from a couple of weeks ago and a couple of weeks before that where I started. So first up, I'll just quickly run through Come As You Are. Okay, that'll do with that. I am doing a lot of these behind the scenes with a metronome. Not all of the time, I will admit, that some of the time I will run it to a metronome, just so you know. Okay, and a quick run through of the next one, which is Severn Nation Army. Put up a quick clip here of when I first tried this because it was very bad. Here's a quick clip of that. So far into the fingers. And now back to me. I'll still mess it up now, of course, but I like to think it's a small improvement on back then. And the third one is Sunshine of Your Love. It's a very tricky one, this. Delicate and intricate. Magical. I think it involves a bit of that vibrato. I think that's what you call it, right? I'm not supposed to be practicing that, by the way, I'm just throwing that in for a laugh. Right, so like I say, I will often do that to a metronome as well. I won't just freestyle it always. Okay, let's just move on to the songs now. Okay, so the first song I will play through is Black by Pearl Jam at 75 beats per minute, which is the pace of the song. So I find that quite a decent pace. But there are 5 changes in this: E, A, C, E minor and D. There's those 5 chords involved, so I find the changes quite challenging, quite random. Runs through E and A for quite a while at the beginning for the intro to the song, so I may quickly skip through that and get to the meat of it. So, quick note, I'm not worried about it, but I am over-reliant on my index finger leading, which I have brought up before, and it's not something I'm worrying about. I know, or I hope, that in time it will iron out and the second and third fingers will speed up and sort of get a lot closer to the speed of the index finger. But I'm finding that with these changes to the D and to the C, and probably a couple of other chords as well, anything basically that involves an index finger, I'm leading with it, which is to be expected, I know. But because of the over-reliance on it, as the tempo gets quicker, the accuracy, of course, needs to be just as good as it was at the slower paces in order to hit the chord correctly at the right time. So with that over-reliance on the index, if it doesn't hit well enough, that's kind of game over really for that change. There's no real way for me to resurrect it in time without it being clearly obvious that I've screwed it up. So that's the only drawback with it, but again, it's nothing I'm worrying about. I'm a beginner guitarist, people. We have to remember that. I accept that. I accept I'm not going to be great for a long time, but it is something that I am just conscious of, and I'm hoping that I get this breakthrough moment. And one day, wow, I'm just hitting that D chord without even realizing. Maybe in another 100 hours, I don't know. Anyway, it will happen one day, hopefully. So, but what I have been doing to try to just sort of assist it is, I'm thinking it's a problem with perhaps the ring finger. Maybe it needs a little more independence. And the light, by the way, is the sun is kind of like behind clouds 1 second, beaming through another second. It's very hot in here. It must be about, I don't know, high 20 degrees, something, 26, 27 degrees in here would be my guess. Very hot. I would open the door, but again, I don't want to let that outside noise in. So if the light sort of changes when there's a fly flying around, there it is. So yeah, sorry about my little buddy, I guess. Anyway, digressing. So yeah, so I've been practicing changes, not much, just a few minutes every day. Maybe I'll go from the E minor to the D, leading with the ring finger. Like so. Just to try to improve that independence of the ring finger. and the same from D to C. Sort of do that, and I'll go down and I'll always lead with the ring, just for a few minutes every day. And hopefully that's given some assistance to the problem and help it fix itself sooner than it would have, but I don't know, it's just something I'm doing. Right, let's move on with the next song. I'll play through Get Lucky. Last time around I played this at 81 beats per minute. Today we're going to ramp it up quite a bit. We're going to ramp it up over 20 beats. On top of that, I'm going to go to 104, which is 90% of the speed. This has the same chord progression, and again it's that E minor to D, and to some extent the D to A minor as well. It's also in there. I sometimes find little problems with that, but nothing too noticeable. Anyway, let's crack on. Let's do it. And we will quickly play through the last song for today at 104 beats per minute. No, sorry, that was the last one that I just did. Beat It, Michael Jackson at 90 beats per minute. I played this at 77 beats per minute last time. Here's a clip. So now we'll try it at 90 beats per minute, which is 70% of the song. Has all those changes that I struggle with. So frustrating. was the end. That one is the end. So that is it today for the 10-week update of my progress learning guitar. If you're not subscribed already, what are you doing? Subscribe, follow this journey. Give me motivation, give me tips, give me advice, give other people who are reading. They will find it very helpful as well, I'm sure, over the years. I need to introduce the G chord now next week, so that will be the main point of my practice, getting to grips with the G as well as continuing to polish up the things I already know, because they need plenty of polishing, plenty of polish, plenty of wiping, plenty of perfecting. It's an ongoing journey, my people. Also, I'm still going to be working on exercises and things like that, strumming. You'll probably notice with the strumming, as I play the songs now, I don't necessarily strictly follow a specific strumming pattern. I will maybe start with one and then, just sort of evolve if I can, just follow the groove of the song wherever I feel it wants to take me. But with my specific strumming pattern exercises, I do them to a metronome, to a certain beat per minute. Again, I'll switch the strumming patterns that I do, but that's just to try to, improve the internal groove within me, within my system, my tempo and my flow, if you will. So I'll still be doing the finger exercises that I do, probably be slightly more difficult variants that I'll have to follow now. So yeah, so I'm enjoying it. It's brilliant stuff. We go on now into week 11 and beautiful stuff. Like I said, subscribe, comment below, give me some advice, give me some tips, give me some motivation. I love it. Love reading through them all. Thank you guys. Take care.